tonight. I was just talking to these guys backstage. They are chomping at the bit to get out here and make some funny. Give it up for the Planet Home Team!
Well, hello everybody. We are the Planet Home Team. Yeah, buddy. We came all the way from Hamtramck to play this set for you tonight. So we're gonna start off. What's that? It's a long trip. Long strange trip, actually. We're gonna play for you a shared monologue, and you'll see how that works. And then we're going to do a location switch, and you'll also see that works because you're smart people. So to begin with, can we have somewhere you would like to travel to?
Greece.
Greece. Thank you very much. A friend of mine was in the play Mamma Mia, and so my husband and I went to go see it. And the problem I have with the show is that, and I enjoyed it, don't get mad, the whole Greece thing just seems really out of left field. So during the whole thing, I was like, it's a beautiful set, you know, the white and the blue, but I'm just not feeling it. Like, how am I going to tell this to my friend?
So, to create a distraction, I started a small fire. And I got a lot of people more excited than I wanted them to be about the small fire, because I tried to keep it very small. I had some experience starting fires, so I was under control, I knew what I was doing. But, like, you know, I didn't expect there was a mad rush to the door to get out, because you apparently don't ever start
fires in theaters, at least you're not supposed to, from what I was told after. But yeah, people were trying to get out, and it was very hectic. And I kept my cool during this though, because I started it. So I was like, you know, we got this, all right. And I was trying to calm people
Down and assure them that I knew what I was doing. I worked in kitchens, and so my choice fire going to begin with was grease, because I know that light's really easy. So I used bacon grease. I brought a jar of bacon grease with me to the theater, just spilled it on the floor, threw a match on it, and it went up. And it stayed small. It stayed contained, but everybody
started to scream, and the cast didn't make it. And I just remember as the flames engulfed the theater, they just kept, if you change your mind,
take a chance on me, you know, you're familiar with it. So, people are still mourning the cast. And that's when throngs of people start pouring in to the theater. Apparently the smell of the burning bacon grease brought hordes, millions of rats up from the city sewers, surrounding the theater.
When rats get together, their tails and their bodies tend to intertwine with each other. It's called a rat king. You can Google it after the show. And so all these rats had found this like center location in the middle of the theater where I guess all the bacon grease had collected, and it just became this writhing mass of hair and teeth. And of course that drew a crowd, so even more people started to come in. And they all started to hail the Rat King. And this Rat King held the kingdom for many years after that, ruling with a compassionate yet wielding hand as this rat
took over Midtown Detroit. Dan Gilbert would not
relent. He would not be happy until the entire United States was under his rat control. See, what a lot of people didn't know is that Dan Gilbert, although a nice guy, was a rat. Literally. He had gotten really good at makeup and costumes
and shaving off all the little tiny rat hairs. You should see his collection of little razors. It's really interesting, actually. Take a tour of his house sometime if you get a chance. I did once, and but let's get back to the Rat King.
The Rat King, like I had said, it ruled for many years, blah blah, Dan Gilbert, but it was many years later when I realized that I had never told my friend that I didn't like the show.
So I went to her grave, and I pulled out
poured a little out for her. Sang a couple of bars of Fernando. Just did an apology. That's a really good crying song, by the way. So, you know, I mustered up the courage, because I'm the kind of person who, like, if you really believe something you think it needs to be said, you gotta say it, you know? I mean, I couldn't really write her a letter because she was dead. But I thought it would be really important for me to talk to her gravestone and be like, you were great. And the rest was fun.
And I said that, and then the ground started to shake. I was like, is my friend reanimating? Is she coming back to life because I'm speaking to her? And no, it was a rat king. A rat king emerging from the grave of my departed friend who was in Mamma Mia.
See?
Now we're gonna play Commando. See how that goes. I'm gonna start to get a suggestion of your favorite vegetable that you find in a can sometimes.
Asparagus.
Asparagus, thank you.
It's not the freshest, but it's available.
All right, you gonna take it or not? There's bushels of it. We can load it into your car if you want.
Well, I got my food truck ready.
Fucking food trucks again.
Yeah,
I don't understand why your problems with your food truck are always our problems.
Exactly.
well, you're my suppliers. I pay you.
Oh, that whole excuse again.
All we use supplies. You haven't paid us in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we need to be paid. This isn't free, alright?
Oh, are you setting your foot down right now? This is it?
I think I am.
Look, Derek, we appreciate your business. We
We
appreciate you coming from the big city
Sure.
to come and get your organic asparagus
Sure.
from us. 'Cause
Sure.
you can get it from whoever you want. You get it from us.
Anyone.
Look, I got a $50 Burger King gift card right here. Okay.
You insult me with your bullshit.
Derek. You know we're Tim Hortons people.
See? Tim Hortons is big in Canada. What else is?
Hockey.
Hockey. Thank you, Hockey.
We're not signing him up for hockey. You know how expensive that shit is?
I literally just got off the computer.
Well, go back on it and unfill out the form.
But I wanna play hockey.
This is not about you.
It's my turn to play hockey.
Neither of you are playing hockey. I am not giving up my weekends to drive to Trenton or wherever else for them to go to some hockey thing.
Well, I want my boys to be tough. Yeah, well, and look at this. This is not tough. These are not tough kids.
I was super tough. I was tough. I'm sorry.
Look, I don't care if they're tough. I want them to eat and maybe go to college.
In the wild, a man will take the food from whatever he wants, and that's the kind of thing I want.
Oh, you're gonna hunt and gather now? Is that it?
Well, part of us, I know we're living in this comfy Novi house, but it doesn't mean that we can't raise our boys to be tough.
You don't have to raise your hand, Jeff.
I picked up the hockey stick earlier and I got a splinter, but I think it's infected.
You see, he's not meant for
Can we
hockey.
call the doctor, please?
We're not calling the doctor about a splinter.
I
Let me see it.
WebMD'd it and it says I have cancer.
I told you to stop going on WebMD.
It's so...
I haven't even touched it.
I cut off my toe with an ice skate.
Mr. McAllister, is that right? McAllister.
David McAllister, yes. David McAllister. Sir, did you have your hand on me?
Sorry, when we talked on the phone, it seemed like we
I
hit
was
it off
very
pretty good.
congenial on the phone, yes.
Did
Let's
you
discuss now.
discuss with your wife about pussy hockey for the weaker
Yes,
children?
Pussy League hockey, yes. And that's what I want them to start with.
He didn't tell me the name of it.
What's another weird name for a hockey league?
Icebergs.
Icebergs? Icebergs, thank you.
Just not as upset as I thought you'd be.
Oh, I'm upset.
Okay, good.
Why do you think that she's chopping so angrily?
I'm not good at picking up signs.
Yeah, clearly. Jared, you know what? You've been terrible to Susan for months. And I've had to stand here and watch her and you in all of this.
While you live in our home rent-free because yours burned down.
And we're sorry. And we feel
It
bad
was-
for you.
Even
And
though
We're
it was
making grease
suspicious.
fire. I don't know what happened.
Even though it was suspicious and you asked me to lie to the police for you. That's what's causing problems in our relationship.
So your lies to the police about me have anything to do with how you treat my friend Susan?
I am so stressed out right now!
we're all stressed out. That is not dressed.
No, it's not. You son of a bitch.
Not ready to be eaten. Nothing goes right in this house.
I'm sorry. Maybe I should move out.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have anywhere to live, and my house is burned to the crisp,
I'm
but
sure you'll figure it out. Your friendship with my love for you means more than your friendship with her.
I've known her for 35 years. I mean, we were born at the same hospital.
Great.
She's known me for 2 months.
But they've been quality months. We've spent all of our time together. So if you stack up the number of hours we've spent together in the last 2 months, it's easily the number of hours you spent together in the last 5 years.
No, that's not true.
Well, all right, then I'm
Can
gonna
we
go.
agree on just something?
I
We're
think I'm
agreeing.
gonna move out, you guys. I can't stand being the...
Forget it, I'm moving out then.
No, I'm moving out.
I'm moving out.
Well, I'm definitely staying. Okay, I'm very comfortable. I'm making dinner.
Now,
Okay?
God forbid anyone asks you to make any changes in your life.
Yeah, God forbid. I mean, we're doing all the compromising around
Yeah.
here.
I'm the only one that functions in this house.
You're the only one that cooks.
That is functioning. Okay? I'm making a very awesome salad right now.
You don't even listen to me when I talk anymore. Like when I was telling you about how I caught her coming out of the shower and it was turned on by seeing her glistening body in the sunlight.
You knew she was in the shower. You didn't catch her. You walked up when you knew she...
You said that was an accident.
Okay. I'm the crazy one.
You know, even more reason for me to move out. You say you love her. I'm sorry that I'm not sure if I can come to the wedding.
Actually, she should stay. And I want to leave with you. I started the fire. Show your house.
Fire is bad. Where do you want to go on vacation?
They're Rockies.
The Rockies, thank you.
It's a nice fire. I really thought you were gonna do a log cabin, but you did the teepee.
It's always the teepee, it's
Yeah.
just better for aeration.
Yeah. You're a log cabin guy.
I'm a log cabin guy, so
Well, I'll tell you what, next fire, you could do the log cabin, okay there?
I volunteered and you were like, no, I got it. So I was like, all right, whatever.
I was an Eagle Scout, Colin.
Okay.
Just let me Eagle Scout, okay?
I shouldn't have said anything.
No, that's fine. That's
Bring
cool.
that firefight back up.
No, that's
Well, I
cool.
could use an extra set of lungs down here.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Colin?
You know what doesn't need an extra set of lungs?
What, Colin?
Log cabin.
I'm glad that we had this time together, you know, before AAA gets here, and we can sort a few things out.
Yeah, I think that would be a really good idea. I feel like there's a lot of unresolved issues on this trip.
Yeah, I mean, like, who doesn't keep a spare tire in their bag?
Don't.
Look, okay, I took it out to get it fixed. God damn.
I mean, he does have a point though, Mike. Like, if you take it out to get it fixed so that you have it for the trip, you should probably pick it up
Probably pick it up.
before the trip.
That is, yes, that was my bad.
It's
Okay.
not doing us good sitting at the shop.
No.
Anyway,
No, it's not.
I try not to, favor either of you in your constant squabble.
It's not a squabble. It's not a squabble.
It's just, lucky that we're such good friends and we can,
Dude, really
let things just roll off our backs.
Best friends. Nothing bothers us.
I think there's a car coming.
Why don't you hitch?
That's dangerous. People don't hitch.
I think it's a
anymore.
motorcycle.
Hitch.
You can't hitch on a motorcycle.
Yeah, right,
That's
how many
weird.
people are we gonna get on a motorcycle, even if they've got a sidecar?
I don't know, maybe go for help.
Hey!
Hey, we're just kind of stranded over here. We thought we had a spare, but we didn't. We started a fire. We called it AAA, and you guys.
No!
You want to tell her your fucking social security number while I give her
Right.
some backstory?
Get the fuck up, Connor. Come on, help out a little.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What does he need to do? Just talk to her.
Just ask for help. You don't need to give her a life
See
story.
if she'll drive you to the next town or something.
Could you drop? Well, I don't even know who this person is.
Just ask.
Introduce yourself.
This isn't getting awkward.
Yeah, hi. I'm sorry. I'm Mike. I'm sorry. I got some.
Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. It's a cool
Firm
helmet.
handshake, that's pretty good.
Thanks. So yeah, we obviously we blew out a tire and we called AAA, but it's just been taking hours and
Okay.
stuff. And you're the first person we've seen.
Okay,
So
take a breath, take a breath, take a breath, okay? What do you want?
I guess one of
Want a
us
ride
needs
to
to have a ride to town.
Come on!
Dude, just get on the
Get on
bike.
her fucking bike, dude.
all right. Should I grab you on the shoulders or around the waist?
Don't be
Wait.
weird. Don't be weird.
Waste is a word that has a couple meanings. What's your favorite color? Purple. Thank you, purple.
Really, man?
What? Yeah. We're on the same team, guy.
Yeah.
Twinsies! Oh my god, you guys, you're so cute. You're the best guys in project management. I love it. You're such a team. I love it.
Yeah. Hey, if anyone's gonna beat that crazy aggressive forecast for next year, we're gonna have to have a real team spirit around here. So I called your wife, found out what you were wearing, and I wore the same thing. You plan on it, that's the way it's gonna be.
She sold me out like that?
Yeah,
She just told you what I was wearing like that?
yeah.
You just asked and she told you.
Gilbert, Sharon called me. She told me that she wanted you to pick something up from home, and then she also wanted to know what you're wearing tomorrow.
Tell her I'll get back to her, and I would appreciate if you called me Gilby around here.
All right.
Hey, my code for the copier isn't working no more.
It's the address, right?
What?
14165?
Oh, I was using our old address, God.
How
can't-
come nobody ever calls my wife to find out what I'm wearing? That's what I want to know.
Maybe I will.
Well, that'd be nice.
But I think I'd have to go to Kohl's clearance section to get some of that crap you wear around.
Kohl's has good deals.
Yeah, exactly.
And on my salary, I can't afford Macy's.
Hey, you were right, this is working now.
Great.
Hey, copiers, huh? When I was a kid, I used to have those mimeograph dittos, yeah. You would pass them back, one would forget the first one, and the first thing everyone would do. People were getting stoned, teachers are totally cool with it. You know, just for the convenience of being able to duplicate stuff quickly. Anyway. Hey, what's something else you copy on? Well, it smells
Radio.
Older people stuff.
Yeah, older people stuff. I don't know what that means. But in the end, I don't really know what I asked, so.
Did you take your pill?
I don't remember.
Eileen, did he take his pill?
No, he refused.
I refused, apparently.
Dad.
Just don't like pills. I've never liked pills.
Dad, you gotta take your pills, because if you don't take your pills, you get mad, and we gotta pack up all your old people stuff.
Here, hold this. And don't hide it or anything. I'll get you some water.
Do we have
Could you-
more boxes? Because this is a lot of stuff.
Most of
told
it
you
was
we
your
should-
mother's stuff, either please.
Dad, I don't think this Stein collection was Mom's, okay? I don't think this Playboy collection was Mom's. All this stuff is yours, okay?
I told you we should have had an estate sale.
We could still do that. Dad,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
you don't care about any of this
I
stuff.
don't care about anything anymore. Since your mom's gone, what difference does any of it make?
Take the pill first and then the water. Swallow it, Dad.
I forgot.
Dad, you're not taking your pills because you want to die.
Finish it first. Let me see. Okay.
Just tired. Tired of it all.
What would make you happy, Dad? That's what me and Patty want to do. We just want to make you happy.
You know what I've learned in my many years of living, and you should learn this as well. In the relatively few years you guys have left, thanks to the mistakes of my generation. Sorry about all that.
How are you to know your selfishness would kill us all?
Yeah. We just didn't understand. We were dumb. We were dumb.
Okay, Dad.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So what do you want to do in your last, however many hours?
Hey.
Hours?
Well, I sum it up. It takes them long enough to tell a story.
Look,
for God's
we
sake.
have a deposit on a senior living facility. You are not dying in the next few hours.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Talk amongst all the other old people about how we ruined everything.
I think that would be
have
fun.
ears. Make friends.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, you're just gonna sit here and watch the Game Show Network all day.
You could watch it with your new friends.
Yeah.
And then you guys could all talk about how you ruined everything together.
Yeah.
Bonding experience.
And they'll guess the wrong answers and yell at them like, no, that's not right.
You'll be like,
This.
Jeopardy is what is, or what, you know.
But they'll be
That's how you think of
doing
old people? You are oldest.
Have you ever seen Cocoon, Dad?
Huh? Cocoon is a movie. What's a job you've always wanted?
Astronaut.
Thank you, astronaut.
Captain, looking good, isn't it?
It's looking all right.
Captain, we're excited for space travel.
Yeah, well, we have to figure out this problem first. We can't
Five.
really take it. We can't take. I don't think you guys understand.
Two, seven.
This isn't a joke.
94.
We.
Did you plug it in?
The ship is not yet plugged in.
All right.
Okay. The ship gets fuel.
Hey, Carol, how's first day of Space Force training going?
Thank you very much. We are the Planet Home Team. Individually, we are.
Mike, Sean,
Louis,
Pete.
Lauren.
Margaret.
Sean,
Diane.
Steve.